This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. In today's news, we note the increases in fines going into effect for traffic violations in Thailand, an in-depth clampdown on unsafe nighttime venues following another death, and flooding in the Pattaya region, leaving many homes damaged. The revision of the Land Traffic Act in Thailand will see, as of today, a rise in fines for violations. Driving whilst under the influence sees fines of up to 20,000 baht through the courts, that or up to a year in jail. Speeding, going through red lights, not wearing a helmet on a bike, not stopping at pedestrian crossings, and the habit, particularly of bikes, of riding the wrong way on dual carriageways, all see maximum fines increase from 500 to 2,000 baht. For dangerous driving, the fines for that rise to a maximum of 20,000 baht, and for the Barry Boy bike racers who have in areas become more than a nuisance, the maximum fine rises for bike racing to 10,000 baht, with organisers and those who soup up bikes to make them noisier facing higher fines too. As the death count from the bar club fire in Sattahip rose by another to 23, it was announced over the weekend that a 27-year-old Navy lieutenant had succumbed to injuries after being kept on life support for weeks. Nationwide, a knee-jerk clampdown on venues has seen the capital reporting hundreds of venues that do not or did not meet fire safety standards. Over the weekend in Chiang Mai, a venue hosting over 230 people was found to be welcoming underage drinkers. The legal age here is 20, and to have 4 exits, but 3 of them were locked and chained to prevent customers leaving without paying. There, the governor has been asked to nullify any licences for the property, not just the business, preventing the building from being used as a place of drinking or socialising. And a handful of officials from the region have already been removed from their posts as a result of the raid. Here in Pattaya, checks were carried out on Friday and over the weekend by officials, not police, who reported that several entertainment venues are basically accidents waiting to happen, with some only having a single entrance exit to the streets and no other means of escape during a fire, others not having much in the way of fire safety equipment, and many who do have extinguishers only having those with water content, not foam, which makes them dangerous to use in the event of an electrical fire. Looking at venues through the city, many have got adequate escapes and systems in place. Those who have are recommended to boast about that on social media and elsewhere, in order that patrons know where safety is a priority. In some instances, club venues offer just a street entrance and then a narrow corridor to their dance areas. That, we're told, is a major issue. For some entertainment venues, particularly those which overhang beach areas along Walking Street, the addition of secondary fire escapes is, we're told, virtually impossible. Quite how the authorities will address this is yet to be announced. In Pitsanulok, a local woman has been nabbed after stealing millions from the bank accounts of elderly patients under her care who've died. In one case, she'd stolen some 16 million from the account of a single man who'd passed on prior to her withdrawals. All in all, it's thought that she took millions more from others. Family members reported the withdrawals to police. She tried to tell them that it was done at the wishes of the now dead men, to whom she'd grown close. That won't work, and it's illegal in Thailand for anyone to withdraw money from the account of a dead person, even for family to do so, prior to all matters going to probate. Most of the eastern seaboard, primarily Pattaya and the suburbs to the east, saw monsoon rains Sunday night that caused chaos. In addition to difficult driving, the after-dark storms saw entertainment areas flooded in many cases, leaving tourists wondering how to get back to their accommodation. With more storms predicted for today and for the coming week, the Sunday night storms crossed from the west, seeing at one time the whole of the bay covered with rain clouds and storms in the Gulf generating high waves. In Pattaya, flooding in the usual city areas seems to have been undaunted by the numerous new drainage projects. However, floods did clear faster than perhaps a few years ago, leaving filth and garbage along the Sukhumvit, Railway Road, Soi Buakhao, Beach Road and Third Road, but also seeing water rising from drains due to blockages or inability to cope downstream with the volume. For many, sadly, it was a rewind time as homes and businesses flooded with the dank waters, and as it was after dark, for many they were asleep when the storms hit, waking quickly to find their properties under up to a metre of water. As usual, we're reminded that wading in this dark water isn't healthy, because a byproduct of drain overload is the element of raw sewage that floats through the streets, businesses and homes. Anyone caught in the flood should always bathe quickly using something like Dettol to kill bacteria, and make sure that shoes along with clothing is washed before re-wearing. The Sunday night storms, which continued to a lower degree through the night, are expected to pick up again today. This as many left their vehicles flooded out in the streets, causing slight congestion as they awaited recovery. Newly renovated beachfronts saw sand washed away by road and drain overspills. However, the system is in place, for that at least, to see City Hall teams out this morning with equipment to return the beachfront to normal. A so far unnamed foreigner here was killed in the Pong area over the weekend after his car was involved in an accident with a pickup truck. Onlookers report that the Nissan car crossed lanes before crashing. CCTV, though, is to be checked to see exactly how the accident occurred. And a crazy German married to a local Thai in Rayong has fled his home after authorities questioned him over his taking a political stance against the government by holding up banners of prime ministers and ministers with graffiti, forgetting that as a foreigner we're better off by far to step back from politics here. He's now staying in the capital after social media and Thai media posted pictures of him in public areas along with his banners. Not to be recommended for sure, especially as we all rely on our own reputation to ensure visa renewals. And with the Met Office guaranteeing rain throughout the day at any time and highs of just 30 degrees dropping down to 25, local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.